Dennis Jr. here with Zager Guitars. We're looking at the Big Baby and the Baby Zager here, both mahogany. If you look, you'll see these are our smaller guitars. Excellent for children, excellent for smaller players who don't want to have to, hoist their arm around a full size or an OM size. Also, I've got a lot of guys, taking the little ones here to their office, leaving it as a guitar for their office, or great for travel as well. If you want to see dimensions on these guitars on our website, if you just scroll down the page, you'll see links to, there's a link at the bottom that says compare sizes, and it'll have dimensions, exact dimensions of this guitar, of these two guitars. But essentially, the smaller one's a 36-inch guitar, the larger one's a 39. But the bodies, you'll notice, are smaller. They both have the shorter scale neck design. If you look closely at these guitars, you'll see the neck size is identical on them. It's just that the body on the Big Baby is a little bit bigger than the small one, and therefore it's going to have a little bit bigger sound than the Baby. If you're a beginner, do remember that the smaller the box on the guitar, the smaller the sound. You're never going to have a big sound out of a small box. It just doesn't work that way. Now, as far as smaller guitars are concerned, got a lot of guys coming from Baby Taylors and the smaller Martin guitars who say our guitars are louder than those guitars, and also we've got the playability value there as well. We're going to probably be 30 to 40% easier to play. I'm going to get a little closer here. Let me switch my camera over so you can see a little more detail. Now we've got the abalone inlay, tusk saddle, rosewood bridge. Really like the color of these guitars. Black binding works well. Grover tuners, only the best. This year our babies have the black headstock again. I think it all comes together really nicely. Father signs the inside, signs and dates. Signs the back when he's finished with his work. We also have really sharp looking cases this year for our babies. They match, they fit perfectly. Cheaper case manufacturers is kind of a one-size-fits-all thing. We make all of our cases for a precision tight fit. In our cases, they are made to the exact guitar, so do remember that. And here you'll see the littler one, 36-inch guitar, same neck size as the Big Baby, but a little bit smaller body, just a little smaller guitar, and therefore it's going to sound just a little bit smaller than the bigger guitar here. And as a reference, I took a big, this is a full-size dread here. I'm going to put this in the picture here and step back so you can see the size differences here. So on the left you have the Big Baby, in the middle you have the regular smaller Baby, and on the right that's the full-size dread. Again, smaller sound out of the smaller guitars. Playability value is going to be the same. The neck circumference and everything is identical between all three of these guitars. But the shorter scale neck designs with on the Big Baby and the Baby you see on the left here, it's a little bit shorter neck. You're going to have a little bit smaller space between the frets, and therefore certain four-finger chords are going to be just a little bit easier on the smaller guitars than the big. It's close, but you'll notice a little bit difference there. So there's that aspect in playability. But the neck circumference is the same. The big thing you're going to notice though is sound. With that smaller box, you're going to have a little bit smaller sound. Go bigger, it just keeps getting bigger all the way until you get to the dreadnought for your really big sound. Again, if you have any other questions about these guitars, don't be afraid to email. My direct email address is dennis@zager.com. Feel free to email me anytime. I'm on usually late into the evenings, usually around 7 days a week. I'll usually get back to you in about an hour or less. So we're here if you need us. Do remember all of our guitars have a 100% money back guarantee. You're more than welcome to try one. Try it out in your home. If it doesn't work, we simply send a UPS label and you hand it to any UPS driver. They bring it back and you get all your money back, including shipping both ways. So there's no stress. Our customers really like it that way. But I will say we get very few of these back, especially the babies. So if we can be of any more help, let us know.